Hello everybody, welcome back. I hope you had a fantastic Thanksgiving. So today's video is going to be a little different. If you're new here and you've never seen this before, sometimes my family makes guest appearances. They do videos for me because I think it's really fun just to see their point of view on different recipes and things that they like to make in their house. Because they have different likes and dislikes, I just like to do it every now and again. So today, Caitlin, my sister Caitlin, she is coming on here and she's going to show you guys 5 of her and Steven's favorite recipes that they make during the week. Now, all of these are super quick and easy. She does these because her and Steven work a lot. And she wants to come home and do something that's super quick, and she doesn't have to spend a lot of time doing that. So I thought this was perfect. It's just her and Steven together, but these recipes can easily be stretched for a larger family or smaller. And they make big batches so that they can take them to work the next day. So here's Caitlin.
Hi guys, it's Caitlin. So I'm back after a couple years, I think. It's been a while. Britt kind of asked me to come back and do a video for you guys. I don't have kids. I don't have a big family. It's just me and Steven. She kind of wanted to have someone to show, like, oh, what does a family of 2, just me and him, do all week for dinners? I don't like cooking a lot. I don't like cleaning up. I don't like spending a lot of time on that. I just kind of want to get dinner over with, eat. I want it to be good, though, obviously. I want it to be good. But we're just so busy. I don't like spending a lot of time doing that. So these meals are kind of quick, easy, 2-person meals. Sometimes there's leftovers that me and Steven can take to work, which is awesome. I do like that. But so there's no real budget on this either. It was just kind of like what me and Steven normally do. I think normally we spend between $100 and $150 per week. It's so much more now than it used to be. Oh my gosh. But sometimes it gets up to $150 when I have to buy all the necessities, cleaning stuff and all that. Oh my gosh, that is crazy expensive. But I think this week was probably a $150 week because I'm out of a lot of stuff. It's fine. It's fine. But yeah, so I'm going to show you guys some kind of fun, easy dinners, I guess. They're all also kind of ones that Steven like. I don't know if I said that. So I just realized every single meal is like what he normally requests every week. But yeah, so let me go ahead and show you what we're doing. So I also forgot to film my haul of the week. Oops. That's fine. Also, within my budget, that also includes like snacks, breakfast, everything we're doing throughout. It's not just strictly my dinners that cost me $100. I also try to use like my pantry and my freezer meals and stuff like that, like Brooks taught me to do. But it is what it is. So I'm going to show you guys what we have planned for this week. Hello, so tonight, it's a little late. It's like 8:30 p.m. I worked all day, just got home. But because I worked today, I'm going to make a little bit quicker of a meal because it's late. I just kind of want to go to bed here in a little bit, not clean up all night. It's chicken parmesan meatballs. They're pretty good. I like to make chicken meatballs a lot because they're just really easy. I also meal prep these a lot for like work when I have to work a few days in a row. That way you can just make little meatballs, put them on your sauce, bake them. It's really good, super handy. So I'm going to show you how we make those. So here's all my ingredients for this. We have the yellow onion, breadcrumbs. I like to use Italian style because it's an Italian dish. Grated Parmesan cheese. I don't like grating Parmesan cheese, but sometimes I will. But this was on sale, so I got that anyway. It's a little easier. Got my ground chicken. Parsley. I'm going to have to use, I think, 1 egg for this. The spaghetti sauce. I use minced garlic because I'm also pretty lazy tonight. I thought I had fettuccine in my cabinet, but I have linguine. I mean, I guess it's still kind of the same. I don't know. And just mozzarella cheese. There's also some seasonings like salt, pepper, onion powder, stuff like that I'll also put in this. This is the general good stuff. So I'm going to start with going ahead and preheating my oven. So I'm going to do 400 degrees. I'm going to let that go ahead and get started. First, I don't like a whole lot of onion, so I'm going to use, not all of this, so I didn't peel it all. I know, kind of lazy. So I'm just going to go ahead and take probably like this much You could probably do more, but this is a pretty good size onion. I usually get smaller onions than this, but Steven got me this onion, so it's pretty big. Start chopping away. I'm still really bad at cutting onions because I bawl my eyes out every single time, but that's fine, I guess. I don't know. I'm still trying to learn tricks. We'll see. Steven uses a slap chop. I don't do that, but I probably should. It's okay. I don't want that part. I got our ground chicken. It's a pound, I believe. It's just whatever Walmart has. Okay, and I hate touching this stuff. Oh my god, it's so gross. But, I mean, it's good. So then put that in there. Ugh. Now I gotta rinse my hands because that's gross. Okay, and also, so we'll take, this is my little, if it comes in cats, I'm getting cats, okay? Don't laugh, I'm a child. Take a half a cup of your breadcrumbs. This is actually no, this is half a cup, never mind. I don't know where my big real cup is of my cats. It's okay. Dump that in there. Large egg. Here's my egg. Like that. And then I'm going to take a cup of my, I don't know if I'm really going to do a cup. I might not even have that much. So I'm going to do all this because it's what I have left over. It's probably near a cup. I mean, I like my stuff cheesy, so it's fine. Yeah, that's good. I'll throw in our chopped onions. Kind of sprinkle that in. And then now I'm going to put in my seasonings. It doesn't really call for this stuff on the internet, but we like a lot of seasonings in my house. And I don't really measure this stuff either. But it was supposed to be a cup of Parmesan cheese. I don't know if I said that or not. But yeah, just kind of sprinkle some onion powder in there. Basil. I wish I had some fresh basil, but it's okay. It is garlic powder. So onion powder, garlic powder. Some Italian. And then just some salt. It's also sushi. And some pepper. Just some pepper. Now this part is controversial because I don't like touching that, so I use a spoon. But you can use your hands to kind of mix it. Now I'm going to have to use my hands to make the meatballs, but I like touching it as least as I can. Then I'm going to just kind of mix it all up. Kind of chop it up, chop it, get it all separated. Alright, that should be good. It should be in a kind of a consistency like this. Also, when you're wanting to make your meatballs, I have an ice cream scoop that I use. You can use anything, but I'm going to use my ice cream scoop. And then I disinfect it really good because it's raw chicken, but it's okay. Also, if you're going to use your hands in the scoop, make sure they're wet, because if your hands are wet, it'll just not stick to your hands as much. So I take my little scoopy, scoop out about this much. Stuff grosses me out, but it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. I never know how many meatballs this is going to make me, because every time I make it, it's a different number, but usually I get between 10 and 12 meatballs out of this. So that's perfect for me and Steven. I don't know if they're all going to fit in this now that I just realized that. We'll see. We'll see. I'm going to have to get another pan. So I went ahead and now have 2 whole pans. Some of them are smaller. They made about 12 meatballs. Some are a little smaller, some a little weird, but like I said, they're not perfect. They're supposed to be like this. It's fine. Also, I realized I did not put my minced garlic in these. So make sure you do that. I did add garlic powder, but I did not add the minced garlic. So I'm going to probably put that in some, I don't know. We're going to figure it out. It's fine. It is fine. Make sure you put that in there, especially if you like garlic. Make sure you do that. Now I got my spaghetti sauce. You can use whatever kind you want. This is the one that Steven picked out. So we're going with it. It's also got garlic in it, so maybe I'm fine. We'll see. I'm just going to kind of pour with my heart all over the meatballs. Make sure you get them covered. Depending on how saucy you like it. I know some people like marinara sauce and everything. Some people aren't a big fan. I'm kind of in the middle. I like sauce, but I don't want it like drowning in it. Because I'm not a big fan of tomatoes, surprisingly. But if you want to, you can use the whole jar. Not, depends. I probably will just because. So it can absorb. Oh my gosh, I can't talk. All that sauce. Cute. So far, I guess. They look like meatballs. But they're chicken. They're chicken meatballs. Take cheese and just kind of sprinkle over the top. I mean, you can use as much cheese as you want. However much you feel. Make it cheesy, make it not. Who cares? And cheese all on top. Alright, so I got some parsley cut up. It's fine, you know. Just kind of sprinkle over the top. I'm not good at cutting these parsley and stuff, so don't judge. But it's okay, like I said. Well, so now that the meatballs are done, I'm going to put them in the oven. They're supposed to bake for 20 minutes. I don't want to burn them. 20 minutes, 25 minutes. Take them out of the oven. So, here's what they look like right now. They look pretty good. They're covered. Put them in here. Let me get my second one. So I'm going to let them go for 20 minutes. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to get the linguine ready since I don't have fettuccine. So they're done. I don't burn myself. There they are. Beautiful. Toasty. This one I'll definitely be putting more cheese on because I'm a cheeseaholic. So here is a closer look. Like I said, I'm a cheeseaholic. I will definitely be putting more cheese on these. These ones look really good. We're about to try them. Also, my spaghetti is, not spaghetti, my linguine. Alright, so here it is plated. I didn't get myself a lot of noodles just because I'm not feeling much noodles tonight. I was feeling more of this. So here it is, all steamy before I add more cheese and make it look silly. Alright, here it is. I'm going to try it for y'all tonight. See how it is. Get you some meatball. I mean, I know the linguine is going to be linguine. Oh my god. That is so good. Hi guys. So today is one of our busier days. Steven's worked all day. I've been running errands, gym, grocery shopping, just getting things done. I just got home. Also, trying to grocery shop on the week of Thanksgiving is the most stressful thing I think in the world. It is so chaotic. Oh my gosh. Anyway, so most of my meals, if you haven't noticed and I've talked about, are more for like fast-paced life. I don't know. I'm busy a lot. Steven's busy. We don't like spending a whole lot of time cooking and then cleaning up and doing all that stuff. So I like to make simpler meals. Sometimes I still make fancy meals, but especially right now during this time of year, I want them just boom, 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 get them done. But this one, this meal we really enjoy. We eat it a lot, actually. When we went to Hawaii this past summer, we ate a lot of those Spam musubis. They were so good, and we kind of got hooked on them. So this is kind of like a take on that, like a Hawaiian, Japanese style meal. They're really good, so I'm going to show you guys how to do it. It's kind of like a Spam bowl, so if you don't like Spam, I don't know. But it's really good to us, so I'll show you how to make it. Alright, so like I said, it's a pretty simple meal. Very few ingredients. I like to put egg in mine. Steven does not like egg, so he won't be getting egg in his. The Spam, I like to get the Korean barbecue one. It's already got kind of a flavor to it. It's really good. You can get any kind of flavor Spam. They have so many different kinds, but we'll be using that one today. I like to drizzle the Japanese barbecue sauce. This is one of my favorite sauces. I use so much of this all the time. This is jasmine rice. I keep this on hand all the time. Like I said, we eat a lot of rice around here. But we'll be using this, green onion for the topping. And then sometimes I do mini cucumbers and I put them in like a gochujang sauce, kind of like on the picture of this, the little cucumber. But I really didn't want to do that today because it takes a while because you have to kind of prep them, put them in the fridge. I didn't do that. So I'm going to put edamame in it. This is the first time I'll be doing this, but it also is a little bit more source of protein. I like to add more protein to my meals just because I kind of go to the gym. I'm trying to gain weight and all that stuff. So we'll see how this goes. We'll see. I like edamame, but we'll see how it is in this. First things first, get your rice. Steven already went ahead and washed all this for me because he's so kind. I do 1.5 cups for me and Steven. That usually fills us pretty good. Depending on how many people you feed, more rice, less rice, depending on how much rice you like. But so there's 1.5 cups of rice. I do 1-to-1 ratio. 1 cup rice, 1 cup water. It kind of works for me. I like it like that. It makes it a little bit more sticky. Also, wash your rice. Steven washed this like 6 times. Wash it. Makes a huge difference. All right. So there we have that. How I do this, I kind of cut it into like little cubes. So I'll start off by just slicing them up. I really want to try one day to make spam musubi, like legit, except I feel like I would just make it fall apart. We'll see. One day maybe I will. But then I'm just going to take it. I'll have like little bitty cubes about this size. Here's just some butter. I'm gonna let that start melting. Right now that that's melting, I'm gonna add my edamame in there. And I'll kind of just let that cook up. You might have to add some water to it, depends on how much you use. Just kind of sprinkle it in there, get the pieces separated. Alright, so now that will be cooking. So now while that spam is frying, I'm gonna go ahead and cut up some green onion for the topping. We like a lot of green onion. This isn't necessarily necessary. Also, you can actually add really any kind of topping to this that you think you might like. I just keep it kind of simple. And there we have that. The spam's cooking and the rice is cooking over there. We got our green onion chopped up. This is starting to come to life with the butter. Keep mixing it. So I will add some salt to it. Some pepper. And some garlic powder. Give it a good mix. As you can hear, it's starting to get nice and crispy. Flip it some. You can also cook it for however long, have the level of crispiness. Even like this really crispy. I like it all right. Alright, so this, you can still hear it popping, getting crispy. I'll turn it down just a little bit. I also have this pan warming up now with just some spray again or butter, whatever you want to do, just to fry up some egg. I pop the yolk a little bit just because of my transplant, I can't really have too runny of an egg. They're supposed to be done. So that way it kind of guarantees that it won't be so runny for me. But you can make them sunny side up. You can scramble them. However you want your egg is fine. Now that this is also getting pretty crispy, I'll go ahead and take my Japanese barbecue sauce and kind of just pour it over it. My rice is now done as well. lid. I'm never good at flipping eggs, by the way. They always do that. They fold. Alright, so our rice is done. It's nice and fluffy. We got our toppings. I told you anything cat, I will have it. Spam is looking good. Edamame is looking good. I'm waiting on my last egg. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and start plating. I'm going to get my bowl. Just get rice in there. However much rice you like. I have a lot of toppings in mine, so I won't get as much rice as like Steven will. Also, these are really big bowls. They're supposed to be noodle bowls or whatever. So I got my rice. My Spam. It's looking good and crispy. Really bad at gauging how much half is. Alright, got my Spam. Then I'm going to come over here and get my edamame in here. I'm going to add my 2 eggs. This is mine, so I can touch it. It's fine. So I have my 2 eggs in there. And then I'm going to get, again with the barbecue, just kind of sprinkle some over there. A lot or a little, it don't matter. And then top it with the green onion. So here are 2 finished bowls. Like I said, Steven won't have egg, but mine does. So his doesn't look as pretty, but it's okay. Okay, Steven's gonna give it a try. He's gonna use his chopsticks. Did you get edamame in it? Oh, well, how's the edamame with it versus cucumber?
I don't know. I like the cucumber, but that's just probably because I like cucumbers. But edamame is good too. Very good.
Alright, so I'm gonna give mine a try. It's still pretty hot. I'm gonna try the edamame with it. Some egg. Give me a good bite. And it's so good. Takes me back to Hawaii, sort of, if it wasn't like 40 degrees outside. The edamame is good in it, but yeah, I really like the gochujang cucumbers I make. It kind of adds like a different taste to it, like a little bit more of a spicy, vinegary taste to it versus all the denser food, so it gives it a lighter. But this is still good. This is actually one of Steven's favorites that I make. If it's not for tacos, he would request these. So, these I got off TikTok. They're called grinder sandwiches. I don't know if y'all have seen them or tried them. They're really good. So I kind of get all my ingredients together and chop it all up together. Just kind of makes it a little easier. Here is all the ingredients you need. You can kind of switch it up too if you want to. But I go ahead and get the shredded iceberg lettuce. I get steak rolls. You could do hoagies. You could do any kind of sandwich sub roll you want. But we like these. They're kind of the perfect size. Some Italian dressing. I like this brand a lot because I really like the Olive Garden kind. Some red wine vinegar. Some mayonnaise. Some banana peppers. A purple onion. I do black forest ham, salami, and pepperoni for mine. You can use turkey you want or anything, but I would really recommend the pepperoni and the hard salami in there. You can kind of substitute this one if you want, but this one really gives it that kind of spicy-ish, tangy-ish taste to it, if you know what I'm talking about with pepperoni and salami. Cheese-wise, a lot of people use provolone. Walmart didn't have that, though. Like I said, they didn't have anything this week. So I got sliced Swiss cheese. I like it. And then Steven always likes pepper jack because he likes his a little bit spicier. We're going to go ahead and we're going to get the oven ready. I do about 375. You can vary per oven. Mine gets really hot though, so I go with that. I already went ahead and laid out my rolls. We do about 5 to 6, depending on how hungry we are. You could also do sides with this, like French fries or anything. We're just kind of probably going to go with this tonight. We're not super hungry tonight. Plus, these are pretty filling. But I went ahead and laid these out so I can get them all prepped and ready to go. So first, I went ahead and got my purple onion. It's ready to go. You also want to have these thinly sliced, unless you want an overwhelming like flavor of purple onion. I mean, we like it, but so we just kind of thinly slice. If you like more purple onion, you can add more. If you don't, you can add less or substitute the purple onion. But again, this is kind of like a tangier type sandwich, so you kind of want it. All right, so I think that would be good enough. The next, I'm gonna go ahead, spilled a little bit. Take my iceberg lettuce. Let's just get that out of the way. Whoopsies. Also, depending on how much lettuce you like, it's about half lettuce. And then I'll take my purple onion. Put it in there. Okay, now I'm going to lay out my meat. So I'm going to start with the Black Forest ham. I already had them opened it. Whatever. I used a total of 7 pieces of ham here. All in all, that's 12 pieces of salami. 8 pieces of pepperoni. The next will be the cheese. 6 pieces of cheese. I'm not going to add in the pepper jack to this because I don't like pepper jack spiciness. But if it was just for Steven, I would. Or if you like it, go ahead. No judgment. No judgment. Sorry. Okay, now that that is chopped up, we'll go ahead and add it to our bowl. So next, I'm going to take some banana peppers. Just kind of chop them up as well. And now those are chopped. Just throw them in there as well. Take your mayonnaise. Supposed to use like half a cup-ish. Take some red wine vinegar, a little drizzle of it. Now we're going to take our Italian dressing. So I'll just do maybe a tablespoon or a little more of it. I'm going to add some salt, some pepper. Then you're going to add in some oregano or parsley in there. And then give it a good stir. Kind of get everything incorporated. And you don't want it soaking, dripping wet, because then it makes it really hard to eat. I made that mistake. Okay, that should be good. So now we're going to assemble our subs. Add more cheese. That's why the reason why I didn't add as much cheese as meat in the mixture is because I put more cheese on the sandwich. Put one on top and the bottom. Let's get that over. Now take your mixture. Just kind of layer it on there. You don't want to add too much because then it's really hard to get closed and eat. Quite a bit left over. This could probably make 2, maybe 3 more. So Steven will either probably, if this doesn't fill him up, he'll either bake him another one with the rest of the sub roll. I think there's just 1 sub roll left. Or he likes to get tortillas too and kind of put these in the tortillas and eat them that way. But he'll definitely be taking some of this for lunch tomorrow. I might also eat some too because there is a little bit left over. Like I said, this is pretty filling and there's a lot. It's kind of like spaghetti for me. I never know exactly how much to make. It's fine. Here they go. We're going to put them in the oven. So I'll probably bake these for like 10 to 15 minutes at 375. Kind of get them good and toasted. And then we'll put them out. Okay, so they're done now. You can just hear that. Now they're good and crispy. So now this part is iffy. This could be hot. I'm gonna put the tops on them. Oh, a little hot. This one got a little toasted. That's fine. That's fine. Here I went ahead and cut mine in half, as you can see. Literally so good. OMG. Mmm.
A little messy, but they wouldn't be good if they weren't. 10 out of 10. Very good.
Tonight's dinner is one of my newer ones I've been making. I haven't made this one a lot. I mean, okay, forewarning, it involves shrimp. So if you don't like shrimp or you're allergic to shrimp, which I know a lot of people are, you can substitute this for chicken. It's really good with chicken too. I just happen to have some shrimp in my freezer that I was going to make. I also make shrimp a lot. It's just so easy and quick for me. All right, first off is the shrimp. I already went ahead and has thawed my shrimp, so it looks really gross right now. Don't mind that. But we'll get maybe, I guess, a pound of shrimp. I just get a frozen bag and make the whole frozen bag. It's fine. I use honey, limes, and this new Dano's chili lime seasoning to kind of make the marinade for the shrimp. I'm going to use rice. I use jasmine rice the most. It just has a unique kind of flavor to it. Also, you can either make mango salsa or buy it. It's easier for me to buy it. So mango salsa and then some green beans. So that's all that it will be for tonight. It doesn't look like a lot, but it feeds us. So I went ahead and started off with just a cup of rice this time because it's more like a side. So yeah, a cup of rice, and then I'm going to wash it really good, and then we'll get it cooking while I start everything else. First things first, I'm going to make the marinade for the shrimp. And I'm going to start with my limes. I know this is a lemon squeezer, but it works just the same. Steven is obsessed with limes. He will put lime on almost everything. So he like loves this. That's why I use so much lime juice. Okay, I just threw that in there. That's cool. Y'all want to do a little bit of honey. Probably about, not even a tablespoon. And just measure with your heart. It's not really that spicy, so. Get my teeny tiny whisk. Just kind of whisk it all up. Okay, now I'm going to add in my shrimp. It's thawed and ready to go. I could just dump it all in, but I don't want the water in the bottom of it to get in here. Also, I just realized that these don't have tails on them. That's neat. It makes it easier. Last one. I don't like touching stuff with my hands, but we're just going to kind of mix the shrimp in with the marinade. Now once you get this marinated, I would do at least 15 minutes to let it soak up. So now I'm going to prepare my green beans. I'll go ahead and buy these. Just, it's easy for me. It's probably a little bit more expensive, but I like these. So I bake them in the oven to get them kind of roasted. We really enjoy it like that. Then I'm going to take some olive oil. I'm running low. Just kind of sprinkle it on top. Drizzle some over. Get them coated. Salt. Some pepper. Garlic powder. Oopsies, that was a little much. It's fine. And some onion powder. And some Italian seasoning. Okay, so we got our rice. It's washed, it's ready to go. I also stick a little bit of butter in there just to give it a little bit of flavor while it cooks. Gonna get that going. Our shrimp has been marinated, it's looking good. And we have our green beans ready. So now we're gonna actually start cooking. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and put these in the oven. I already have the oven set to 375 and it's, oh my gosh, been preheating. Shove those in there. I'm gonna let these cook until they're good and roasted, probably like 15 minutes, we'll see. Okay, so my shrimp's been marinated. The skillet's nice and hot. And I usually do this in 2 batches. I'm gonna go ahead and just throw some shrimp down. Also trying to get a little bit of that sauce to cook with it. Shrimp usually cooks up pretty fast as well. These are a lot smaller. Sometimes I get the larger ones, but these are smaller. It's fine. More like bite size, I guess. Been cooking for a good minute, so now I'm going to try to flip them. There was a lot of water in these too. Hopefully that'll just kind of cook off. So some of that water's already cooked off, and now I'm going to let it get a good little sear before I take it off. But this first batch should be pretty much done. Alright, so I'm going to take my own plate. Oh, I got our little shrimp. So I'll let the second batch go ahead and get started. Our green beans are almost done, the rice is almost done, and then we'll be ready to plate. Okay, so green beans are done. Good and toasted. Shrimp's done. Everything's getting done. Now it's time to plate. So here it is plated. You got the shrimp over the rice. You got your mango salsa that I mentioned before, kind of on the side. That way you can kind of gauge how much you want with the shrimp. And then our roasted green beans. Okay, first bite.
Sweet and tangy. No spice to it.
Nope,
Very
you
good.
can add more if you want spice to it, but
Very good.
I'm a weenie. I'm gonna try a bite too. Get some of the shrimp and the rice. That actually really is good. I see what you mean by the sweet and the tangy. I think it's got a little kick in it, but I'm a weenie. Okay, so this take on tacos is a little different. I'm gonna start with thin sliced pork chops, some limes, a white onion, cilantro, some of the street style tortillas, I get the pineapple tidbits. You can get any kind of pineapple. The tidbits are a perfect size for this. The El Pastor mix, this is like $1 and something. And then for our side, we'll do the red beans and rice. Usually though, sometimes I can make a whole meal out of just this. Add in the sausage and the ham, like all that stuff in there, and it can feed like me and Steven pretty well with just a little bit extra. But we'll just use it as a side today, so I'm not gonna put any meat in it. First off, I'm gonna get this going. I just follow the box's instructions. It's like 3 3/4 cup water and the rice mix. I think it has to boil for like 30 minutes. So I start it first because it takes a little while. So first off, I'm gonna take my pork chops, start cutting them up. I like to trim the fat off. You can keep it on if you want, if you like it. I don't. A long strip here. And then kind of just put it into little cubes. Any different sizes is fine. So now that our meat is all chopped up, I'm going to add in our seasoning. And I put like a tablespoon of oil with it, maybe, just to get it coated. And this time I think I'll just go on my hands. Kind of get all the meat marinated and coated real good. They're all coated. Okay, so I got my pan heating up. It's probably good enough now. My meat, I'm gonna throw it in there. And now I'm gonna let this cook up until it gets nice and crisp. Okay, so while our meat is cooking, I'm gonna go ahead and start chopping up all my toppings. Look at this side. We used to use purple onion for this, but we discovered that white onion does go better with this one specifically. I like to chop these up pretty fine just because I don't want a huge overwhelming bite of onion in my taco. Now I'm going to take my cilantro, already washed. Also, I learned this, when you're cutting up cilantro, if you use the stems in your mix, it's actually where all the flavor is in cilantro. It's in the stems. So I don't normally pluck it off of the stems. I just go ahead and chop it all up. Meat's doing pretty good. Give it a little stir. We're getting somewhere. Gave them a stir. And next I'm gonna go ahead and cut up some of the lime to add on top. Okay, 2 limes should be enough for right now. If he wants more, he can have more. Now that our meat is getting fried up, I'm gonna go in with the pineapple. Sorry the lighting in my kitchen is iffy today, but it's okay. Just gonna throw some of that in there. Get some of that juice in there too. It helps tame down some of that spice. I mean, this isn't really spicy yet. That way this can get coated in all of the seasoning juices. And just give it a mix. Okay, our meat's done. I go ahead and got my tortillas. I warm mine up in the microwave. It's okay. You can heat them up in the skillet or however you like. But I'm going to go ahead and take... You don't want to overfill these either because you think it's not a lot of meat, but it is. I have about this much in each one. Add cheese to these if you want. I just go like with the same old as like the taco truck does. So I'm gonna go ahead and take some lime, squeeze over the meat. Got my little plate of all the toppings. Go ahead and add some onion on top. With some cilantro. It always sticks to me. So that's with just that. I also add in some of this Taco Bell Verde sauce. I like it. It adds just a little bit more to it. Just kind of go over the top. Just a little bit. Here is our tacos. There is our red beans and rice. It's looking pretty good. So before I show you Steven's, he puts on this on top of his instead of the Verde like me. This stuff is insanely hot. But there's his. He's got his lime, cilantro, everything on there. Is it like the taco truck? It's never like the taco truck, but sorta.
It's close. Close enough.
Saves us money though.
Buen provecho.
I have no idea what that means. Got the rice and the beans now. He added some cilantro to his.
It's got good flavor.
Is it better with the sausage in it though?
Yeah.
I thought so.
Yeah. It's not really like a Mexican rice or really a Spanish rice. It's more Cajun-y flavor. But that's why it's better with sausage. But still very good.
I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. It's been a long time since we've had Caitlin on here. So be nice to her in the comments and give me a thumbs up if you like this video. All right, I love you guys. I hope you enjoy these recipes if you try them. And I will see you guys next video. Remember, as always, be positive, be kind, be happy. And I'll see you later, taters. Bye.